Yeah. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be talking about everything that has happened in wrestling for the last couple of weeks. We're going to try and cover as much of it as possible. And as always, I have my co-host. I have Alexis and Nicole here. Janae is out. She was a little sick under the weather, but she is doing better. So shout out to Janae. Okay. Well, say hi, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
So we're going to be talking about everything that has gone on for the last 2 weeks in wrestling. Today, the PWI Women's 250 list has come out, and we know that Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm has topped the list. Okay, we're also going to be going over John Cena's current new title reign and the results of some of the tournament that is continuing to go on into SmackDown. We're going to go over some of the top selling superstars of 2025. And we have some more tidbits to throw in there. Wow. Mark Shapiro of TKO has made some statements about the changes that are going to be going forward in WWE, possibly. And of course, we have to talk about the situation with Westside Gunn and his no longer supporting WWE. So, where do you guys want to start?
Let's just, I don't know, let's do something fun first before we get into the serious stuff.
Well, since we're going fun, let's start off with the top selling superstars of 2025. I want to play a game. Can you guess who is in the top of this list? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 names on the list in no complete order, just 10 names on the list. Give me 5 names on the list for sure. You have no doubt in your mind that is on this list.
I got you.
So top 5, like, people who made the most money this year?
Top 5 selling superstars. This is from WWE Shop. They officially unveiled who had the top sales of 2025. So you just give me 5 definitive people that you know are on this list.
Nicole, you want to go first?
Yep, because I think I got it. Alexa Bliss, Cody Rhodes, John Cena, CM Punk, and I'm gonna throw an AJ Lee.
She is absolutely right. All 5 of those people are on the list.
Holy shit! Way to go!
I know my probability and numbers.
All 5 of them. But can you guess the other 5? Now, she said Bliss, Lee, Punk, Cody Rhodes, and John Cena, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's 5 more people on this list.
So I'm going to go with Jey Uso, LA Knight. I want to say Braun Breaker for some reason. Roman Reigns.
You got one more.
Well, I'm trying to think of like a woman.
Who else? You would get? Who else do you? It'd be easy. It's who is everyone obsessed with?
That bitch who got left for a Latina baddie.
No. I'll give you that one. She's not on the list.
Okay. Who everyone loves. I'm gonna. Oh, Charlotte?
No. So you had 2 of them. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso are on the list. The other one is Penta. Rhea Ripley.
Really?
Yes.
I never guessed.
Penta. Rhea Ripley was the woman that Nicole was trying to hint to you. And then the last one is the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
My boy.
Really?
Hey,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Wow, good for him and Penta.
Yes. They were part of the top 10 of the most selling the most merchandise on the WWE shop.
I love that for them.
Mhm.
Fucking rad. They're in their rookie years too.
Yeah.
That's
Love
damn.
The Penta one
that.
does make sense because I feel like I always see a couple of those shirts in a crowd.
And
I
the
also
masks are
base this
everywhere.
on what pictures people's merch I've seen in crowds
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
always an indicator.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really cool list, but it made sense. I figured Bliss would sell a lot of merch.
She
They're still
always
selling that
does.
Lily does and doll, and she always sells a lot of good merch. I knew AJ Lee returning would go bananas for sales.
I'm
Plus, you
hell
got
much.
Punk, Rhodes, Jay Uso's always going to be up there for now as long as he's still a face character. John Cena, it's his retirement year, so it was obvious for him. And then you got Rhea next to AJ Lee. Rhea Ripley is the most popular woman on the roster right now. And then, of course, the OTC one, Roman Reigns. But the two that surprised me the most was Penta and Jacob Fatu.
I'm so proud of them though. Like I really am, and I'm not just saying that because Jacob's my guy, but like just like is this what it feels like when you just see your person go into like the big promotions and they do good and you're just like happy for them?
Yeah.
Me with Blake every time I see her on TV.
No,
I want
yeah,
to cry
for real. For real.
because
You
I
watched her.
literally have followed her since she was training.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Literally, she was training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean that's how I feel about a lot of guys like Joe, of course, and Pinta. Like fucking Pinta's the reason why I watch Lucha Underground because that man
Yeah.
was saying
Oh, I
like
miss Lucha
y'all are not
Underground.
ready.
I
If
do too.
Y'all,
WWE want to fucking buy everything, buy Lucha Underground for Christ's sakes.
yeah,
Yeah, so we can at
Buy
least
fucking
watch
everything
it.
else,
Right.
weirdos.
Right. Hello,
y'all,
everybody in the comments. Hello. Okay.
y'all. I see people saying Penta needs to go heel, and I'm like, y'all ain't ready for that.
No, that's a lot. That's very dark.
got
You
you got heel
you gotta
Penta.
wait a sec. You gotta let that simmer.
They're not gonna let him go full on Penta in the WWE anyway.
No, because he
So
was doing a lot.
Not that he was breaking people's arms like
Yeah,
legitly. And
he
that
was
was
doing a lot.
like he would be the guy to be
so
like top my shoulder out for me. That like that kind
This
of
Panda Express is very distracting.
So since we're still staying on the good and positive, John Cena was not a Grand Slam champ. He was not a Grand Slam champion yet. Although I thought he was, he wasn't.
I thought he was too. That's why I was
I did
confused.
too.
Yes, but he had not been a Grand Slam champion yet. And this past Monday, he finally gained that last title that would make him a Grand Slam champion. John Cena technically has won every major title available to him on the main roster, and he is now a Grand Slam champion. This all came about because y'all favorite Dirty Deeds, Dirty Dom, couldn't just keep his ass in the back and shut the fuck up. He came out there talking shit, calling people old, and getting in the chairman's face. And well, the chairman made a decision on the fly. Since you are so adamant that you can beat John Cena and make a mockery of him anytime, anywhere, then let's say you do that right now, and we'll add an extra flavor in there and put this title on the line. Of course, can't nuck if you buck against the chairman. So he
Hmm.
had to go through and he almost beat John Cena. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give Dom his props where props are due. He did almost retain his championship, but he also forgot about John Cena's resilience. And John Cena was able to roll through his frog splash. This was after he got a 619 to the face and a frog splash. John Cena rolled through that and hit him with the attitude adjustment, and it was murder she wrote. John Cena is the new Intercontinental Champion, and it seems that whoever wins this tournament will be facing John Cena for this title. Maybe because John could just be getting it so he could finish out the resume with the championship and everything. But then he could end up dropping it back to Dom at some point.
I
Now,
have a theory. I have a theory about this whole thing, and it's gonna
hold your
be a
thought.
good.
Just hold your thought before you get started. Right next week, he is supposed to be competing. So it's very possible that Dom is going to demand a rematch. There were no Judgment Day. I want y'all to be very clear about this. Grande Americano and his homeboys were not there. And there were no Judgment Day there either, except for Raquel and Roxanne. The boys weren't there.
Mm-mm.
So
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Wonder why the boys weren't there. I thought you guys were familiar.
Well, Finn posted on his socials. It was very, very shady. Finn is a shady king. Okay. He's very, very much into the mess. And he was posted on his socials, and it just was a picture of him laughing.
Y'all need to come get this man before he gets.
It's pretty messy. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty messy. But John Cena is your new Intercontinental Champion for now. I do hope that he keeps it until he retires. That way, whoever goes up against him gets a real opportunity to shine and push through. And it doesn't have to be just because you beat John Cena, because a lot of people have beaten John Cena. Half of the people in this tournament have beaten John Cena, but none of them can say they retired him and took his
Mhm.
title from him. So I hope that he gets to keep the championship to do that with.
I want a good story. I want a good story at the end of the day because now it's getting closer and now it's like starting to hit a lot of people like this is this is it. Like Cena's really hanging up the jorts, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I figured it out last night how this could be a good send off for Cena, but it could also be a good story for something else. So here's my pick, and I think this is how it should happen. I think Sheamus needs to be the guy to retire Cena because I love Sheamus. I'm not saying this in any way, shape, or form. Sheamus is getting up there. He already has came out and he said he has the same neck problem as Austin does. And he doesn't know. Wow, that was inappropriate. But uh,
Sorry, the
that
Hubs is playing the game. So if you hear him laughing,
this is
that's what.
bad time. I'm like, damn.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. He's not laughing at you. He can't even hear you. He
Oh,
has
okay.
headphones on. So sorry about that.
I'm just messing with you. Um. So anyway, I think what needs to happen is Sheamus. We don't know how much longer he has, and Sheamus is getting up there, and it just kind of bums me out because that means like everyone's really is leaving. I think Sheamus needs to be the last guy to face Cena because the only belt that Sheamus never got was that IC title. And in that way, I think that John could get a good send off because Sheamus will give him a good match. I think the two of them have history together, but Sheamus will give
Yeah.
him a good match. Then he'll give him a good match, and it could go either way. Sheamus could win. John can retire. Sheamus gets his title. He had one good last title run. He drops it, and Sheamus, he gets his flowers while he's still here. I
I
think.
I don't want Sheamus to get it this way because I feel like while Sheamus, yes, he's getting up there, there is time for Sheamus. Um, I feel if you truly want to reset and you want to start anew, you're gonna have to start giving people who have the longevity the chance to have the time to be able to build themselves up. And I don't want to wait. And John Cena is a perfect opportunity for a lot of superstars to be built. Carmelo Hayes being one of them. I mean, you can make him a face, which he's already been turned to face now. This would catapult Carmelo Hayes into the stratosphere as a champion moving forward, and he would give you the 5-star matches you want. He's good on the microphone. People always talk about how Carmelo's very mellow. He doesn't really get hype, but he doesn't have to because he understands what he has to say, and what he says, it's either gonna gut punch or it's gonna make you be like, nigga, you right. You get that shit. Like I need them to move forward with the new talent you're bringing in. Make them into the champions that you want them to be. If you want to have matches with these guys, fine. But if you decide to give this to Sheamus now, I would need Sheamus to immediately drop it at WrestleMania, even Royal Rumble, because I just don't think that he needs it. He needs to do it this way. He already had history with John Cena. His very first 2 weeks on the roster, he won the WWE Championship from John Cena. That's how he got his start in the company. So, as far as I'm concerned, as much as I want Sheamus to get his last hurrah with the title, I don't want it to be on John Cena's back, because that means that we did all of this. We did a whole tournament for this when you could have gave Sheamus that title against Gunther 2 years ago. We wouldn't even be in this mess. So I don't, it's not that it's not a good idea, and it's not that what you're saying doesn't make sense. I just really want it to go to somebody who it can really catapult, because Sheamus doesn't need any catapulting. He's had multiple titles. He's been a multi-time champion. He's fine. Even if he never wins the IC title, he's got a ballot to go into the Hall of Fame at some point. But somebody that's on the roster trying to work their way in, and even if they're there, there's no guarantee for them that they're not irreplaceable. Right now, Carmelo Hayes is one of those guys that, you can shift and move him around, and somebody else is going to come in. They're going to give somebody else the spot. So I would love for somebody like Carmelo, Jimmy, Montez Ford, if he was in the tournament. Somebody like that who has immense talent, who are wonderful characters, who can play both sides of the spectrum and can carry the weight of being a champion, especially retiring John Cena, because that can go one of two ways. You can be seen as somebody who's respected, or you can become the villain. We've seen that happen multiple times. We've seen it when it came to The Undertaker. We saw it when it came to Ric Flair. Like, you could possibly become the villain in a scenario where you really should be getting a passing the torch moment. I mean, look what happened with Corbin when he beat Kurt Angle. They brutalized that man in the public. Like, they was like, nah, fuck that. That's bullshit. He should have got something better. When the whole time, Angle's the one who pitched that match to be the way that it was, pitched the match so that Corbin would win. It's a catch-22 here in this particular setting. So it's not that I don't like Sheamus. I love Sheamus. I think Sheamus is incredible as a superstar. But I really, really wanted to go to somebody who it can honestly give them a major opportunity to be pushed to the forefront.
Yeah, I get it. No worries. I mean, I get it. It's just spitballing. I just, if they do that, I want it to be somebody who deserves it, not just, unfortunately, the whole pick a random name out of a hat kind of thing we've been seeing lately. So, but
John L asked, what if they let Gunther win the tournament? I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm out.
I'm gonna be upset if Gunther wins, because again, he's someone who doesn't need to win. He doesn't need to win, and I feel bad for Javon Evans. I really do, because they announced this week the competitors for the next leg of the tournament, and we just saw this past Monday Sheamus beats Shinsuke, which I was kind of sad about, because I really wanted Shinsuke to at least advance, but Sheamus beat Shinsuke, and then you saw Damian Priest got beat by Rusev because Rusev scraped his eye, which is just some pussy
gnarly.
nigga shit. Um, and then we found out the next leg of the tournament. So we've got Rusev and Sheamus who've advanced, and the next leg of the tournament is going to be Jay Uso and The Miz. If you hear my phone, I'm so sorry. It's going to be Jay Uso and The Miz, and then we have LA Knight facing off against a mystery opponent. They have not announced who that's going to be. So we know for a fact that next Monday, Gunther is going to be facing off against the NXT's young OG, young nephew, Javon Evans. And I'm like, y'all just be waiting to ragdoll Javon Evans. And I do not understand. Like, why would you do this? This is so wrong.
I was
Or
I want
upset about it at first, but then also I remember like Gunther is good when he has match. He's the best when he has matches with people like that.
to.
And I can't see, and again it's like I don't I and also it's and also really thinking about it, I don't think anybody from NXT was going to win this tournament anyways.
I just didn't want him to
Mm,
go up against Gunther. It wouldn't
Which
matter if
I
he won or not.
understand that, but at the same time I'm like he wasn't going to win the tournament, so that's why I'm like somewhat okay with it. And also I'm like just thinking about it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be a short match. Yes, is he going to beat his ass, but also I think he's going to surprisingly get a lot of offense because they like him.
He
And
might. He
I
might.
think he will. I was like, just like schematics, I think he's going to get a decent, I think he's going to get more, I think he's going to get more offense in than people think he is.
you know what? This could be a good way too, like a showcase for
Yeah, and
Javon.
I'm just viewing it as
That's
a
what the
showcase.
NXT talent being there for is for anyway.
It's just a
It's a
showcase. So that's why
showcase.
I'm not upset about it. But also at the same time, I'm like thinking about it. He's still young. So I'm not upset about like he still has plenty of time. And also it's like he's 21.
God, I hate
He's
that.
had all this act and he literally gets to wrestle at fucking Madison Square Garden on Raw as a non-actual SmackDown or Raw talent.
That part I'm
For
happy about. I just didn't want it to
so
be up against Gunther.
Yeah, which I know is scary once everyone's thinking about like he's gonna squash it. And I was like, at first,
I
and
don't think it's
that's
gonna
how
be
I
a
felt. But
squash match.
I think he's gonna surprisingly get more offense than we think he is.
I
Mhm.
never
And
thought it
I
was gonna be
think it's
squash.
because we're thinking about like last time he faced someone somewhat adjacent, and I don't even want to say adjacent. It's like a Jay Uso,
Yeah,
but Jay
yeah.
Uso obviously gets out of breath after 5 minutes.
He don't have
Mm.
Javon's skill or
So
his
that's what I'm saying.
stamina.
I think it's going to be a lot better. Oh, Jordan looks so cute. Oh, look at her. She looks so cute like this. She literally
Her
looks like Sabrina.
her Velma
Oh,
costume was cute. I
I
love that.
know. And she's so funny. And she was like, I did not know like Velma was like a fetish thing. And everyone was like, yes, sis, you should have researched that a little
Yes.
bit more
Like what? What do
before.
you mean?
I was like, you're such a gooner. Like, how did you not know this?
Her-
you know,
And that's why everybody tried to clock her. And they're like, ain't no way, Jordan, you did not know this.
she said she didn't know.
But
Jordan
she
was like,
apparently didn't know. But she found out the literal hard way.
Yeah.
oh,
I
Literally
know them. I know them DMs was tore up.
was nasty.
Ugh.
ew.
I saw some retweets and they were nasty by Cackle though. Nasty in a good way.
Ew. Ew. Gross.
I love that for Jordan.
But Sabrina Carpenter isn't real. She can't hurt you.
Oh wow.
Buff Sabrina Carpenter.
That is fucking crazy.
This
No,
is such a
they
good
said that.
blonde on her though.
They said that
Huh?
Who
when
did
she
her
came.
hair?
I don't know, but
They were saying that about Jordan when she showed up at WrestleMania or not WrestleMania Royal Rumble one year, and she even did it. It was just, like it's just a
she
she
had those
posted a video
bonds.
of
She had the
herself.
bangs.
He's so
Yeah,
funny.
and then it's like she even put it on her Instagram where she's like, "Buff Sabrina Carpenter isn't real," and then she comes out the fucking espresso like on the.
I can't. I literally cannot stand her.
I love her.
I can't stand her. She's so unserious. Um, all the time.
Okay. So they
Blake gave a
asked
great promo as always. Love this for her. I'm glad that she's able to showcase her mic skills even more, because you know how she quote unquote had that interview with her better half, and then once I think I said it's gonna be her herself.
her better half was herself.
Yep, and she was like her two personalities were literally like talking to each other. It was really good.
Mm.
So um you got there's a question in the comments. Janelle asked, would you take a guess of who y'all think LA Knight's opponent will be on Friday?
It was probably a TNA person.
I
Yeah.
if it's Joe Hendry, that's fine. But somebody said no. Marks with Mike said it on the live last night when I was on live. He said that what if it was Oba? And I'm like, I feel like it could be Oba Femi, or you could really shake some shit up and let it be Trick Williams. Because if he loses tonight, they got to put him in the tournament so they can start some real
I
shit.
think Oba's gonna be in it, but I think he solos.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's awesome.
Because I
Because
was
you're
like, because
supposed to
I don't
be.
know, something about, I was like, I feel like that's Oba
We
Femi.
haven't seen Oba since he lost to Ricky Saints. He hasn't been
Mhm.
seen anywhere
No, and
And
he's
except
doing a
for
live show, so he's actively like
yeah,
wrestling.
he's still
So he's
wrestling.
not,
Except
he
for
doesn't
almost
have any ring rust. And
yeah,
yeah.
I was like, I feel like that's
he's in
Oba.
that tournament. He's in that
I know he's in
tournament.
that tournament somewhere.
He's in
Well,
there.
I mean, you guys have been manifesting him to
He's
be John
lurking.
Cena's last
I
opponent.
want him to win, but I low key think Sheamus is winning.
I don't want it to
I
be
think
Sheamus.
Sheamus is winning, unfortunately.
No, I'm gonna be pissed off if it is. I'm
I'd be
telling you
pissed
right
off because
now.
I don't even like Sheamus all like that. Anyways,
I love Sheamus,
I
but I
don't.
don't want him to win. I don't feel like this is the time to be settling old scores with older superstars. If you're really talking about giving people opportunities, then give people fucking opportunities.
But
Like, what are we doing?
I don't want LA Knight getting smushed by fucking Oba though.
It
I
might
do.
not be
I don't
over.
care.
It might not be over. I think his
I
opponent
think it's
might be
somewhere
Trick
weird. I think
Williams.
it's somebody weird.
It'll either be a TNA person or it's Trick Williams. I'm betting money on that. Unless Ricky Saints dropped that title tonight, which
I think whoever loses is gone from NXT,
yeah,
regardless.
yeah,
Mm.
I think whoever loses is gone. Um oh shit, what if it is Ricky? The men only got 3 people for War Games.
yeah. That's how they're going. They're going in 6 man, which
Is that
leads me to,
confirmed?
as far as I know, that's what they said. Now they didn't
No,
confirm or deny anything. All they said was CM Punk said he got his team. Paul Heyman need to get his. That's what he said.
The
They
only
didn't.
reason I don't think so, because War Games is a lot for only 6 people, and I feel like it wouldn't make sense for the women to have 4-on-4 and and then the men only have 3-on-3.
that'd be a long
I
ass match.
I feel
Three
like that
people.
does, and again, no shade to Jay Uso. So you're gonna have Punk, Jay
Mm.
Uso,
mhm.
and Cody.
Coach.
And Cody.
Cody's
That's
gonna be
it.
doing most of the work.
Yes.
Cody's gonna do 50% of the work. Um, hold on, let me divide 100.
Oh God.
Okay, Cody's gonna do 45% of the work.
Son of a
Punk
horse.
35. Whatever's
Nah.
left of that fraction, that's what Jay Uso will be doing. That's why I can't picture them doing 3-on-3, because Jay Uso still, which again, that kind of, and again, I don't want to poo poo on that man or whatever, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, you gotta start doing some cardio or something.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be.
It's too much now. It's like it's too much. Like he gets gassed too early, or stop doing the entrance for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Something needs to get cut out. Either stop doing that fucking entrance for so long, or you need to get yourself on the treadmill.
No, he
I think
needs
what
to
they,
do some
Or
stamina work.
I hope they get them tag titles.
Who,
Or
Leon
go
and
to the
them?
dungeon, call
Yeah.
Natty and TJ, because everybody else in a damn grandma be down there.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Take your butt to the dungeon.
You gotta stop getting gas like that. You're getting gas before the match even hits the peak. Like, and you've been
That's not
wrestling too
good.
long to be getting gas like that.
What
All right.
if, what if for War Games, it's Jimmy gets in the cage with those three, and then unfortunately Logan Paul gets in War Games with the Visionaries.
He is in War Games.
Oh shit, I
Logan
forgot.
Paul is in War Games.
They
I
So
better
think
that's
not.
what
that
I'm
Drew,
saying. Like they got someone. I
I
unfortunately
think,
think Brock is gonna rear his ugly fucking
yeah.
mug
It's either gonna be
somewhere.
I
Brock or it'll be Drew, but that because everybody seems to think that Drew's filming Highlander right now. He is not. Highlander doesn't start production until 2026.
Y'all keep forgetting that Drew's wife has medical issues and he wants to be home with her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
I
I
don't think they live in the States either. I don't think he lives in the States either.
he
Well, he
has a
still lives in.
house here, but
I don't
he
think, but
still
I don't
lives
think they really stay there like
overseas.
that though.
Um, yeah, it could be Brock that they choose, but who would be the fourth for CM Punk?
That's gonna. This is no offense to the guys. If Brock Lesnar gets put into a fucking War Games match,
I'm not
that's gonna be
watching.
the shittiest
Also,
fucking
at the same
War
time,
Games match.
so that means if he's doing an award, if Brock and Logan are in the War Games,
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they're probably scared about Bronson because that's when he got fucked up last year.
yeah, didn't he break both of his ankles or like
Yeah,
one of them?
that's when he got real fucked up last year. So they're probably not
That
gonna want him to do that much. So Logan and Bronson are gonna do most of the work.
ugh,
Logan and Braun, and then they're gonna have Bronson just
So
do his
So that
tsunami.
means not Bronson. I hate how I'm so sick of them being together because
Breaker.
their names are too
It's
similar.
Breaker.
thank you. I have
Breaker.
that same fucking problem.
Breaker's
No,
gonna do most, so you're gonna have him. So even though I know he could keep up, but that's not fair.
mm-mm.
He shouldn't
They
be.
gotta do
That's why I'm
something.
mad about the men's war games because you got one person on each team that's gonna do most of the work, and I don't like that. If they keep it at 3 for 3, because to me that doesn't make sense. So you're gonna have Breaker in there. He's probably gonna go in there fucking first.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna
Get
do most of
winded,
the damn work.
and you're
Like
probably
that's
gonna
not
set.
fair.
Yeah, yeah.
and he's gonna get fucking winded too
and
because
and
Braun
and
gets beat.
he would have a right to get winded because he's gonna be
Yeah,
running all over the damn place,
yeah. But I
taking like
rarely
that's
see
not
Breaker.
fair.
Breaker's stamina is incredible, so
And
I
that's
think
what
he'll
I'm
be
saying.
fine.
Even if it is
But
incredible, that's not fair. I don't like that.
yeah,
It's a group fucking project. You do your fucking part.
Oh shit, she get pissed.
I'm serious. That's why I get so mad about war games, especially with the men, because they put the fucking most wonky people in there.
oh shit, I'm
Then you
not
better get on.
watching
And
it.
I like Punk, but goddamn, I don't know.
Then you need to get on Naya's ass too because if she stinks up the place like she did last
She's
year
probably
for
gonna go
War
in there
Games,
last, so that's why I'm
I
not
think
that
yeah,
upset about it.
yeah, they gotta put her in last.
She's gonna go in there
especially
last.
Yeah,
Who do
after
we have?
that shit last
Charlotte
year.
will probably go. Charlotte's gonna be first.
it's Charlotte, Bliss, Io, and Rhea, and then it's the Kabuki Warriors, Lash and Naya. They're going in the
I'm,
war game.
Either Charlotte or Io's gonna be first.
I would
I'm
put
so happy
Io in there
for Lash.
first, honestly.
Honestly, it's probably gonna be Io. Io's probably gonna be
Yeah,
first, and then it's gonna be Charlotte because those are her people. Alexa could handle it, probably being in that early.
I put her in first. Lexa would be cool.
Alexa also would be fine going in first. So that's why I'm saying like that doesn't make because and that's the difference between the men's and women's war games. Most of them
Everybody pulled their
would be
weight.
able to be in there first.
Yes,
Yeah.
You can't
except
say
for
that
Naya.
about the men,
Except for Naya.
except for Nia.
Bitch, we learned that last
Lash,
year. We were like,
she's
what the
okay.
fuck?
She gets a free card because this her first year. The
And I
people
think
who
she's
I'm,
gonna be
have the first year,
stellar.
they get a free card.
Right, right.
I'm so happy for Lash. Like, this is her
Oh, I'm
first
so
big
happy for
year
her.
showing as a
Yeah.
member of the roster because we knew at Royal Rumble when she gave that performance and she was one of the last three women in that ring.
I was
We,
shocked.
She did
we called it then.
incredible.
We called it then that she was going to be on the main roster, and this is the best way for her to get on the main roster because
When I
it's
I
tell
not
you
going to
I
believe
was fucking shocked and bamboozled, she was still in there.
for real.
she was
Me and
I
holding
was
Rhea
looking
her
thought she
around.
was
own.
I
going.
said, wait a second. I said,
I was
she's
like,
still.
we
I
all
said,
were, we were all gagged. We were all fucking gagged. We were like, she's number
and then
two or
Rhea always got her nose fucked up before war games.
Every
oh,
time, every fucking time.
I need her at least
They
2 months
gonna
before war games. She need to go home
yes.
next
that's what
year.
I was about to
I'm dead
say.
ass. If they want her
So
to be in war games next year, she gotta go home for 2 months before.
No facts.
I'm the same way. I love Rhea, but next year we need to we need to pull back on Rhea. Let her take maybe a couple months off. Let her and Buddy do some stuff together. Go do what they want to do. The
Cause
women's roster.
why is your nose getting fucked up every year for war before war games?
She said they was into Tokyo and there was something that happened during the match and her nose got broken.
Oh yeah, I know what I yeah. It's like I know where it came from, but I'm saying this is the second year in a row.
Well, I don't think she caught. You know, it's not part of the story this year.
No, it's not even. That's what I'm saying. Like, and
No,
neither
no, it's
neither
just like
time
it
was
just
part of
keeps
the story.
happening.
She's got her nose fucked up
Yeah,
Mm,
because
I don't know.
the last year Liv fucked it up.
yeah,
Yeah. But you know
Obviously, it was
what?
an accident.
yeah.
I,
Um,
I'll I'll even go this far to say this, and I love Rhea, but I don't think she needs to be in the Royal Rumble this year.
Oh, she's gonna be in it.
oh, she's gonna be in a Royal
I
Rumble.
don't think she needs. Well, if she is, she needs to be eliminated. Like she either needs to come in like in the beginning or the middle, and then she needs to be like. I say I love Rhea. Y'all know this, but we kind of need a small break from her for at least a little bit because I don't
You're
want the
not
Becky.
gonna get that. I'm
You're
gonna be
not gonna
honest
get her.
with
She's
you.
probably gonna
You're
be the
not
last.
gonna get
She's
it.
gonna be one of the last, probably five. I think she'll get
Uh,
eliminated. She's not. I don't. She's not winning, but she'll be the
no,
last five.
but she
I'm
has to
telling
be
y'all,
in the
AJ Lee
rumble.
is winning. I
She has
am
to be in
standing
there.
by that.
AJ
She
Lee
has.
wins, I will still fucking hear me screaming all the way in
Who
Ohio.
is she gonna
I
challenge though if she wins?
huh?
Nikki Bella for that
Oh
title.
my! Oh. Low
Nikki
key, I
Bella,
would gag about that though. For
y'all, I'm not playing with y'all. Don't put that into fucking into the atmosphere. Absolutely the fuck not.
and they
I'm
do,
No,
not
and I
trying.
hate to say, it, and I'm not even like a diva stan, but I do think they need one last. Not for a title though, but I think they need one last go around.
No,
no,
because I'm just gonna say this with Nikki Bella. Y'all always screaming about this. Y'all were the same ones that gave AJ Lee shit. I don't want to hear it when if she ever wins this title, and then her reign means nothing. I don't want to fucking hear y'all complaining about it because we told y'all asses about this shit, but
And
no one ever wants.
honestly, they let. This is gonna sound crazy. Honestly, they let Tiffany's fucking ass parade around for that belt for over 200 days.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad because low key Nikki done more than Tiffany, and honestly, in my eyes, would deserve it a lot more.
I am not gonna be okay with that.
no.
I don't think
Mm,
she's gonna get a main title. I think she'll get like one of the smaller ones. I think she'll probably be like an IC or a United States. But if
that's
she
fine.
did
Her
get a title, I do think whenever her sister wants to get out of fucking raising chickens or roosters, whatever weird shit they doing at that house,
Jesus.
um, they should do they'll probably do some with the tag belts.
and that you know what that is absolutely fine. Just keep that main title
Yeah.
off of her.
I can't see her winning a main title because I don't think she'd be able, and to me I don't think she would want to be off the road in that. Rory, fucking stop it. Um I don't think she would want to be that away from her son like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I haven't
Why
seen this.
Fallon wrestling with this big ass neck thing on?
Mm.
I got enough clothes. I actually just set out my wardrobe for the next 2 weeks for my job. Holy shit!
Jay in the comments said top three winners for Royal Rumble for the men and women. I think it's very early to be doing that, honestly.
It's
Especially
Um,
for the men. The men, it's I
it's
don't know
too
what's
early.
going on with that division. It's a mess. The women, I said I clocked it forever ago. I will stay with it. I will not change it unless, God forbid, she has an injury. But I am sticking with AJ Lee.
And she did get mentioned at Raw this week because Heyman's the one who brought her up. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta stop
Cause
making her seem
cause
live,
everyone's
y'all.
like, where is
she the
she at?
one training
She's
McKenzie.
like filming something. No, she's like on a book tour or something random.
She is the one that Maxine was training with, and y'all are gonna see next week. All of that's gonna play out. Now they say the women's war games could possibly be added to. They could expand it to 5-on-5, but it looked like they already set. If they expand it to 5-on-5, then Becky and AJ Lee would be added to that war games because she wanted to be in war games.
Has
But
Becky been in? Yeah, she was in that one War Games.
yeah, she
Yeah.
was added late. And that war games was really good. The women's war games was
Yeah, she
really,
did
really
good in
good.
that.
Yeah,
All,
so
I need all the women on the roster's attention. I need them to listen to the sound of my voice. Okay. Just thinking about like grabbing the front of a football helmet. Y'all need to get your shit together because last year sucked. The year before that, it was okay. We need to have the women break the fucking house down like you guys used to do when it came to the women's war games. Get your shit together
The
and
only year
stop.
that it wasn't that good, well, and it wasn't even bad. It was okay. It was I think it was last year's.
it was because of Naya.
It was because of Naya. Everything else was fine, but she
Everything else
fucked it
was
up.
fine. But
I'll be
Naya
going.
sucked.
I'll be going up there and be like, listen,
Who
bitch,
was
this
all
is
in
your
that
last
year?
fucking. It
Was
was
Naomi in
Bianca.
that?
It was Naomi,
Um,
Bianca, um, Naomi, Bianca.
um,
Why don't I remember?
it was Bianca, Naomi, Io, and Bailey, and they had Rhea Ripley, and then there was Nia Jax, Raquel, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae.
That was a weird
What they
fucking
need to
lineup.
do figure out is how to get Candace in there, but she's too busy producing apparently, which I
Which is
love and
fine.
hate at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that War Games, but it wasn't because it was too terrible. It wasn't bad at all. It just Naya just did not live up to the expectation of what she was supposed to be in that match. I'm like, you're the dominant force in this match outside of Rhea Ripley. Just be that. You're just standing there like everybody's doing something and you're not doing it. I was just like, girl,
I was so mad. I said, "Bitch, if you don't go do something,
find something to do. Like,
find a hobby." I was so damn
okay,
mad.
anyway.
You were Nicole
Um,
was
I was so
last year.
heated.
because it was shitty and it didn't have to be. They had but that match set up when we see everybody in it. You're like, this could be awesome. You got Candace on that side, you got Io on the other side. They equal each other out. I'm like, they had some really good pieces in here, and I'm like, y'all just fucked it up for everybody. I'm like, this
Booty for
sucked.
no reason.
You're like this bitch. The audacity.
No, we cussed her out. We cussed her out because
I
she
cussed her
deserved
ass
it.
out because she had no reason for all that. I said, you didn't need to fucking do all that, bitch.
You could have
Nicole went
just.
in so bad
And
on
she came out there
Nicole.
looking like the cowardly lion from Wiz. So
I had so many problems with her that night.
from the hair to her performance, it was everything. I was like,
Little
okay,
tip with
you
the
just
chairs, with the little tip, tip, tip. Like bitch, it is war games. Hit me. Like
like she was She was just tapping people, and everybody's just looking like,
The
oh
fuck?
God, you're so annoying.
Like that's the thing I don't get, and I think I say this every year when it's War Games coming up. War Games is one of those matches that if I was a wrestler, I would volunteer to be in that shit every single year because it looks so fun, and it's just
You,
like it's the last big pay per view of the year. Like I'm going all out on this shit. If you aren't, get the hell out of my way then.
you know what's funny is that they don't mind going in war games, but God forbid once Elimination Chamber starts coming,
They be like, no,
they
thank
be
you.
upset. They draw straws.
They get
I
mad.
They
I'll
get
be
so
like,
mad.
I'll be like, okay,
Don't
you
nobody
bitches.
want to be Elimination
They're so
Chamber.
upset. They're always so upset.
They get so mad. As
I'm
soon
like,
as it
what's the
start coming around, they're
difference?
like, "Oh shit!"
I'm like, why
I
does
mean, like,
everybody hate Elimination
They hate.
Chamber
Everybody hates Elimination Chamber,
that they
they
don't
said it's
hate War
because
Games?
they
and
said
I'm
it's
like, it
because
can't. I was like, it ain't. I can't be that much different.
That's what
they
I
said
said.
it's because those pods get so hot while they're waiting for their turn. Like this is just what I've heard online, blind items and all that shit. They've said that people have said that those things get so hot in there. There's hardly like, I mean, there's like ventilation because they don't want people like passing the fuck out or something like that. But they said there's like no real ventilation in there, and they are sweaty by the time they get called into the ring.
Why don't
And
they
I'm
have
just
fans
I'm
underneath the
also I'm
ring?
claustrophobic, so I wouldn't be able to be in there, clear
Why
or
don't
not.
they? I'm so confused as to why they don't have fans under there. That part of the ring,
They do
that
have
part of the
fans now.
structure is like, yeah, it's like
They do
on the
have fans. They
outside of the
used to
ring.
not have fans. The fans are very recent.
Yeah,
now they
I don't. They should have had fans from the beginning. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I want to
so
say the last like 2 years, 3 years, maybe they got fans, but they didn't have fans for years.
hmm
Also, that's why whenever Dom, I think, was in Elimination Chamber, that's why he was never in a pod because he is legitimately claustrophobic.
okay.
Mm,
So he
Well, then you
would
can go for it.
never be in an actual pod.
right.
And
That
I'm
Okay.
also claustrophobic, and I unfortunately I never knew I was claustrophobic for years, and I didn't know until when did I have to get that MRI? Like 2, 3 years ago. I want to say
Okay.
like 3 years ago when I had to get like an MRI, and I found out the hard way that I was claustrophobic.
Yeah.
I'm I'm not claustrophobic, but I'm not gonna be the last person you keep in that damn little pod for a 45-minute match. You got to get my ass out before I start going stir crazy.
Nope, they would not. I used to be like, you got me fucked up. I'm not going in the pod. I'd rather be out of breath and tired. I'm not going in that pod. I would tell Hunter, you got me fucked up, Baldy.
But Nicola, you gotta
No.
get in the pod. I can't.
I
You
tell
gotta
worry,
get in
worry,
the
worry about that pacemaker, boy.
pod.
Don't mess with me.
That's crazy. We're moving on. We Iron Survivor. Who do you guys want to win Iron Survivor for the men and women? They
Iron
haven't even
Survivor.
announced the Iron Survivor challenge that's going to be at deadline. They haven't even
I
announced
forgot
who's
about
in the
Deadline.
match yet, so we
I'm
can't.
gonna be honest. I haven't been watching NXT, so I really would have no dog in that fight either way. So
Doesn't matter. They haven't even announced that match or PLE yet. They're still getting done with Gold Rush. So unfortunately, there's no prediction there because
They
that
really
would mean,
milking that. They really getting their money's worth out of Madison Square Garden. I know that's right.
yeah, like they haven't gotten there. So you're gonna have to wait for those predictions because
we're gonna
there's
need,
Yeah,
nothing
we're
to
gonna need
predict.
they're about to defend all these belts on Gold Rush. We can't even.
There's
yeah.
We
nowhere
have
to
to.
go.
Yeah, we gotta circle back to Deadline.
All right, so let's get into stuff that's probably gonna piss a lot of people off.
Mm.
Tegan Knox. She goes by something else. I don't know her by anything else. This is all I know her by.
Next
If you're
you
mad,
will.
okay, great. If you're mad at hearing your feelings about it, I don't care. Her name is Tegan Knox, and that's just what I'm gonna call her. Recently, Tegan Knox was supposed to make be a part of AEW. Her name now is Nixon Newell. Whatever. I hate that name. It sucks. Um, she made her debut on the October 25th AEW Collision episode alongside her real life partner Miranda Alizé, and they confronted Anna Jay and Tay Mello. Both of them faced off against Megan Bain and Marina Shafir a week later on November 1st. And then the match with TJ was set to take place on November 8th, but TJ faced off against Maya World and Hyan instead. Now they wondered why the change happened, and according to Mike Johnson of PW Insider, the change happened because Newell and Alizé walked out. They were supposed to go live. They walked out of the show right before they were supposed to go live. They were set to lose against TJ, which neither of the women were happy about, and they just were like, "Fine, we're leaving." Now, there are multiple reports, but I'm going to read this to you, continuing from Wrestling Inc. It says, following the report of the two walking out of the event, Newell and Alize took to their social medias to address the situation, with Newell saying, not everything you read is true. Remember that. And while Alize said that the pair have a lot to say before reposting a lot of comments on X about the situation. Okay. They said we have so much to say, but they have not said anything as far as I know. According to Sean Ross Sapp, they released a follow-up report giving more details about the situation, revealing that Newell and Alizé walking out wasn't necessarily about the fact that they were about to lose to TJ, but that neither woman was happy about the fact that their match would have only lasted around 3 minutes. Sapp noted that Alizé had been the more vocal of the two, but that Newell was also unhappy about the situation. As for the reaction from within AEW, sources in the company told Fightful Select that they were quite shocked with the situation, while talents who liked both Newell and Alizé believe they should have handled the situation differently. One source even said that many talents have gone to bat for Newell in a particular situation, as she had revealed how difficult it was to get bookings over the past year following her release from WWE. That's wild.
Hmm.
And while neither women had signed a contract with AEW, many people had pushed for them to appear. AEW sources confirmed that both PW Insider and Fightful Select that Maya World and Hyan gained points backstage, received a lot of praise for stepping up on such short notice, with many people commending their professionalism. So, as far as we know, ladies and gents, that is the gist of it. They wanted to have a match longer than 3 minutes, and when they vocalized that, it was not honored, and so they walked out.
So when you
I'll let
say,
y'all go first because I really don't have much to say about it. But I'll say my
um,
piece when you're done.
I really don't have much to say about it either. I do have a question though. When you say partner, like partner, or just tag team partner?
No,
Both.
it's her life partner. They are tag team and a life partner. That's what they called
Okay,
her.
okay. I just want to make sure I'm using partner in the right context here. Um, so I think it was just very weird that they did that. I find it very exceptionally weird that um, whatever she's fucking going by nowadays.
Nixon.
She's
It's Nixon. You can call her Nixon. I
okay,
don't know why
Nixon.
she chose that name, but okay.
I think the name she used before she got signed to WWE too. So I think it's her real name. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on
Also think it's her real name.
That's
that.
great.
Don't quote me on that shit though. Um, I just find it very fascinating that she can't get bookings, but other people have been? Question mark. Like, do you see why the question mark is there? Like, because normally when we hear people have trouble getting booked, and it's not because she's a bad wrestler. She wasn't my cup of tea when she was in WWE, but a lot of people seem to like her. But a lot of times on the indie scenes, what have we noticed when it comes to people not being able to get booked? It's because they have personality issues. And what I mean by that, that means an ego. We've heard about this before. We've heard, People who have been let go by WWE, they have a bit of an ego problem and they need to get checked. And that's why a lot of people be like, well, if you're so good, why'd you get released? Which I think is shitty to say that, but sometimes you gotta humble some people, especially some people who think they're a little higher up than they really are. But what I'm just getting at is that that's just very weird that she's having a difficulty problem. But the reason to leave was because of her partner wanted to, her partner did that. I'm just like, that's really, I mean, it's weird. Is it enough for me to go down a rabbit hole into a conspiracy theory mode? No. But it's it's a little weird. Like I'm just gonna admit that it's a little weird to me with some of this. It's awkward.
Okay.
Um, so I unfortunately, when I've been able to research a little bit into this, so there's been quite a few reports. There's been, because
Mhm.
again, this happened over the weekend, so there's been quite a few reports that's been coming out about this. So there's been touched upon was that and this is from like apparently Nixon themselves, and obviously there's always three sides to this story. So per Nixon, her side was that they weren't necessarily upset about them losing,
Mhm.
but the time that they were allotted, which
Yeah.
is very contradictory because her partner was liking um posts. I don't even think she retweeted, but liking posts that kind of contradicted that very message. Um, but then also there was there's like a clip again. I do want to go watch the full match so I can get more of the context, but I feel like the clip itself sort of like spoke for itself as well about them basically sandbagging Megan Bain during a spot, and to the point, and you can tell like there's a spot where she's, I forgot what she's doing, she's doing like a slam or German or something, and you can see them literally not giving, they're not moving with her, like she has to physically, and thank goodness she's that strong, she had to physically lift both of them up, like they had no give. So that's why I kind of that's why I'm like, I kind of don't believe when she was like, oh, it's not the time frame, when it's like your partner was literally liking stuff that contradicted that. And per like looking at that match, and like I do understand to an extent that, she X, Y, and Z, like whatever, she wants to get showcased, but at the same time, it's like this doesn't look, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for within the industry, and I think even Taya Valkyrie said something
She
like
did.
She did.
like she, huh,
She
She
did.
did.
yeah, like not in like basically obviously like not directly to them, but she did, but obviously it was like, like basically speaking about it without speaking about it.
Mhm.
But but then that goes back to the whole attitude problem. Like,
Yeah, and it's one of those things, and it's like you can be like take advantage of what you have, and I was like, and no tea, no shade, you're not an actual member of that roster.
That's facts.
true.
She is not.
Like, and that's what I'm saying, I was like, as much as I don't really care for Ty Mello, that lady's been is on that roster, Anna Jay is on that roster,
Mhm.
regardless of the time frame, because regardless of whatever they act like they want to be mad about, whether it's the time frame or them winning, none of that should have mattered, because again, this is opportunity that you could take to get signed. Think
Yep.
back at, and it's like, and like to, and think about how many fucking 2, 3, whatever minute matches Sky Blue used to have all the time
Yep.
before she
Yep.
gets signed. Think about all those tiny, like, whatever matches that, who else is a good example? Freaking Willow used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Um, who's another one? Lee Moriarty. I can never say his last name. Lee
Moriarty.
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 Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you show, and that's what I got so mad about, because I was like, why would you burn?
Oh
Uh-oh.
shit. We lost her.
Shit. Tegan Knox is coming for us through our broadband connection.
Ooh.
She'll be back.
Um, I will say this. I don't care enough about it to have a discourse longer than 15 minutes. You're wrong because number one, Nicole is right. You're not on the roster. You're a guest in their house. Two, you got to work your way up to getting the things that you want. And that's what Taya Valkyrie was saying, like, bide your time
Like,
and
kick me
and,
out.
and yeah, man, right in the middle while you was talking.
I know it always does that.
Bye.
When I'm on a good rant, it kicks me out. But I'll wrap it. I'll wrap up my rant. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I thought was just so short sighted of her, especially if like you're talking about how it's hard for you to get booking, which I am sad at. Like, which I do feel for her for that,
Mhm.
because that is kind of sad. But at the same time, it's like you're not doing yourself favors. And AEW has so many like indie connections. Like, they have like a good, obviously they have Ring of Honor under their belt, which I think they did have a Ring of Honor, of like a match on Ring of Honor. They have like a good relationship with New Japan, obviously. They have a good
Mhm.
relationship with Hog.
Mhm.
Like, there were so, like, you just shot yourself in the foot for so many opportunities. And I don't, and I, especially for someone who would literally out of their own mouth said that they have not gotten the bookings that they thought that they would, or have, or their counterparts have gotten post WWE. And it's also, it's like you have to be aware enough to humble yourself. Fucking Cross was at some little ass fucking show like 2 months ago. It had like 50 people in there, 80 people, like a very. So I was like, ooh, why he wrestling in here? It was to the point where I was like, ooh, why is he wrestling in there? But at the same time, and that's why I love him and Scarlett so much, is because they are able to humble themselves up to go out there and fucking work these shows that they low key are too good for, if you want to be for real about it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I low key kind of take it with a grain of salt. It's like, yes, you probably didn't get like the booking, but I feel like she probably got offered smaller stuff, but she didn't want to take it because she probably felt like she was too good for that.
I don't feel bad for her.
So that's what I'm saying. But every other person who's low key way higher on the totem pole than you, um, Matt Cardona will wrestle in a fucking high school gymnasium if you
I
booked him to do it. And he used to be a fucking intercontinental champion.
Mhm.
And he will
I
wrestle. If I had put together a show and booked him in my fucking a community center that's down the street, his ass would show up at that booking. He's too big for
Mhm.
that, but he would show up at that booking. You just have to, like, and again, it's like I'm not in the industry. I do want to in the backstage aspect, but you have to be look at the bigger picture and humble yourself slightly for what's next. And she didn't want to do that. And you're blocking, and you blocked your blessings. Like, you blocked your blessings, and your bitch blocked your blessings. And now you both are sitting at home looking dumb on Twitch.
I don't know what y'all thought this was gonna do, You had people in that company going to bat for you,
And that's
literally
embarrassing for
trying to
them.
help you out. And now you done risk not only your career, but you also done partially damaged the people who went to bat for you. Their word and reputation has now been tarnished because of you. So I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you or your woman because one, you gotta learn how to
And
one
also,
tell
who
your
the
woman
fuck
to
is that
shut up.
lady?
You gotta tell your
I
woman to shut up. Tegan, look, Nixon been in the business too fucking long to not know how to play the game. You should have known better. Your ass was not on that roster. You're a guest in their house. You hadn't been offered a contract. So you have no power here. They're telling you they want you to go out there and wrestle. Is it idea? No. But your ass would have been on TV and would have been getting a check, not walking out talking about, no, we're better than this. Bitch, go do your job. Go do your job. You're out
Literally.
here, you're out here acting like you're, and this is no shade, but you're not Mercedes. You don't have her clout. You don't have her power. So there's nothing that you can do until you get to that point. For you to bring your ass into somebody else's business and then stand there and tell them what you ain't gonna do. You saw how two more people came in and took your spot. Now you
And
ain't
they're
gonna be
bigging
looked
up
at
in them
nowhere.
for literally. And then I've been here, like in the streets, like they're like, everyone's talking so highly of the two of them because they were able to step in last minute and be like, hey, yeah, we'll do it, whatever, like we're all good, and be able to step and take their spot. So now they're going to get thrown a bone soon,
And you ain't.
and that bone could have been yours.
Are you talking about having trouble booking? Why was that? Like that's a question that needs to be explored. Let's talk about it. Because if we're going by past history and just going by what we've seen from you on the main roster with WWE, you cannot stay healthy long enough to maintain yourself.
Ugh,
And
what's
that's not
this?
even me trying to be funny. Like that's just 1,000% keeping it real. You have injured your knees in the same place multiple times. And I'm just trying to understand, like,
Oh my
you
god, what
now
is his name? I need to find his video so I could send it to you guys.
you
There's
now
this man
leave
on
there, you
YouTube
leaving there. Go
who
ahead.
did this broke down. And just because you mentioned like how she broke her knees, he said the 4 years that she was in NXT, I want y'all to guess how many matches she had.
Three.
It's more than that, but I want
She's
you to
had more than
guess.
three matches
Yeah,
in
and
it.
NXT. The 4 years that she was in NXT.
Out of 4 years, like 10.
I'm gonna
No,
say 12.
it's higher. It's 70.
70 in 4 years.
That's what I'm saying. In 4 years, she has had 70 matches. When, and I'll use Dom for example. And Dom, I think it was last year he wrestled. He had the most matches, I believe.
He did.
It was last year. It was Dom, right?
Hmm.
Yes. And he probably had that same amount, if not a little bit more, in 1 year. So Tegan or Nixon, whatever. Think about that. And then once he said that, I was like, oh shit. I said, that's bad. That's
You're,
nothing. In 4 years, that's nothing.
but this is my problem. You were on the Indies before you got to NXT. So my problem is, what is stopping you from getting booked? The code might be right. Like, are you not taking the bookings because they're not big enough for you? But then you get an opportunity and you let your girl talk you out of doing what you're supposed to do. Like, my thing is this: you don't have the clout to be able to walk off of a set and act like, they'll call us back because we're better than that. Bitch, you're
They
not.
ain't calling you back.
As you can see, they left your ass where they found you. You crying to your friends saying, I can't get booked, I can't book. Okay, let me talk to my homeboy, see what he can do. Your friends put their neck out for you, and this is how you repay them. Then y'all on social media, oh, we got so much to say. But what you saying ain't shit.
It's not like you got an NDA. You don't work there.
If you got something to say, then say it. I'm sure any of these podcasts will take you. They like the clout. Get your ass up and go talk to somebody and say what you're trying to say. because y'all really coming out. Y'all are the ones who look like the bad guys right now. And unless they wanted you to do something outrageously egregious, I really don't understand what your problem is. Personal opinions aside of Tay Mello, I don't have nothing to do with her personally or professionally. But she was doing her job. Just like you should have been doing your job. You could have been at least attempting to get a contract if you would show and prove. But then the thing is, if you out here sandbagging people in a company that you don't even work for, you got a whole other situation going on than you just worrying about not getting booked. And I don't know what's going on with your girl, but it's very clear that she don't know how this shit works. So I would, if I were you, I would strongly advise you to stop letting her run her mouth for you, so you can make sure you can keep food on the damn table. Otherwise, your ass is gonna be just like the rest of us, standing up at the line at Walmart, going in there either greeting people or cashing people out. And I'm not even trying to be funny or make fun of you, but at the end of the day, you can't get bookings and you walk out of a booking that somebody stuck their neck out for you. So no, I don't feel bad for you. I don't feel bad for you at all. You
Or you
just
wind
took
up like
money.
on OnlyFans like all them other girls.
You took money out of everybody else's pocket. You didn't just sit up there and made yourself out to be a pariah. You did this to yourself. So whatever you're trying to do or whatever you're trying to prove, it's not working, sis. The world is moving on, and you're gonna be left in the dust. And I hope the OnlyFans works out for you if that's what you're trying to do. Call Mandy. I'm pretty sure she can figure out something for you. You know she the madam of all y'all hoes.
It's so funny because she trying to act like she isn't. I was like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing if you're not being a
Mm,
madam? Like, let's
mm,
be for real. Like, let's talk
mm.
about it.
She definitely is the madam.
She
Talking
is,
about
and then she want to be mad about it.
I'm empowering women. No, you're not.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not. You get a piece of that shit when you set up
You
an
don't even
account
get your whole. You don't even take your whole paycheck. That man do.
and don't. Thank you. I heard about that little fight between you and Gianna.
What
they
happened?
said they said Liv was whooping their ass when they was in promo class before they had got off into being the superstars that they became. Mandy and Liv had a promo off, and I guess somebody said something that they didn't like, and them hoes started fighting for real.
Oh, you know, Liv probably whooped her ass too.
Now they saying Liv was out there throwing hands,
Liv's a
and
tiny
Mandy was
girl from
grabbing
Jersey.
hair.
Like, come on.
That's what they say, baby. Any whoosies, let's move on. We're gonna sandwich this stuff in so we don't have to start doing nothing crazy. Let's talk about the PWI Women's 250. Okay. So, before we get started, I must tell you the requirements or the criteria for this list, because sometimes people get it mixed up when you're looking at the list and you're like, why is this person here? Why is this person here? There's a reason why, and it's because of the criteria. So, according to PWI, this is how they make up the list: in ring achievement, win loss records, championships, tournaments won, influence, visibility, and prestige within a promotion or the industry, technical ability, variety of moves, quality of matches, and in ring storytelling, competition, success against the most varied and highest quality opponents. And the last one is activity, a minimum of 10 singles matches total, or bearing this six such matches in separate months. The evaluation period for the PWI 250 was from October 1st of 2024 to September 30th of 2025. Now, we already know who the top two are. It is Mercedes Moné and Tony Storm. But the top 10 are as follows. Number 3 is Saya Kamitani. I think that's how you say her name. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Number 4 is Tiffany Stratton. Number
It's
5 is
Sayaka
Stephanie.
Kami. Absolutely love her. She's like one of my favorite wrestlers right now. She's utterly amazing. I feel like if you get please look up, and I mean this, if you do one thing that I tell you this month, this week, is please, please watch one of her matches. Is watch one of her matches. She also has one of the best entrances I've ever seen in years. She is utterly amazing. I if you there that's I'm dead serious. There's one thing you do I highly, highly recommend watching one of her matches. You go on Stardom on YouTube. It's not in fucking English. Just get fucking over it. Watch her match. Watch one of her matches.
Stephanie is number 5. Stephanie Vaquer. EO Sky is number 6. Number 7 is Athena. Sari is number 8. Number 9 is Naomi. And number 10 is Rhea Ripley. Now, the rest of the list, I'll give y'all the top 25 and I can stop there. Okay. Number 11 is JC Jane. Number 12 is Liv Morgan. Number 13 is Nia Jax. 14 is Starlight Kid. 15 is Lyra Valkyria. 16 is Chris Statlander. 17 is Jordan Grace. 18 is Mayu Iwatani. 19 is Mizuki. 20 is Blake Monroe. 21 is Julia. 22 is Roxanne Perez. 23 is So Ruka. 24 is Momo Watanabe. 25 is Nina Samuels. Now, under them, there's Mina Sharikova, Willow Nightingale, Chelsea Green, and Charlotte Flair at 26, 27, 28, and 29. Now, let's start with the top 10. Like I said, the top 10 is Mercedes, Tony Storm, Saya, Tiffany, Stephanie, Io, Athena, Sari, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley.
I was shocked Rhea was that low, to be honest.
I am not okay with Athena being below Tiffany Stratton.
No,
I
I
don't
think
like
that's
that.
crazy, especially
Um,
since she literally still has that belt, and Tiffany does. Obviously, this happened very recently,
Either
but
way, she outweighs Tiffany Stratton on
yes,
every aspect of that criteria. She should not be that low on this list.
I think what got her, which I hate it, is the visibility.
Tiffany's list is her criteria is cut off in two parts. Her match quality, and she's cut off on the technical ability. Quality of matches, storytelling was ass, and her competition. She didn't have much of a competition. She shouldn't be that high on the list. And
She
even if,
defended the title against like literally just like four different people.
thank you, that knocks her out right there. You defended that title against Nia Jax 5 times. What are we doing? And you
Defeated
can't say
Charlotte once.
once.
Jade, how many times?
It's 4 times with Jade.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, let me see. Tiffany Stratton. Title reign. Competitors. Trish Stratus, Bailey, Jade Cargill, Nia
Not about
Jackson,
Trish.
Charlotte Flair. Those are the people she competed against. And it wasn't even Bailey wasn't even
I don't even remember that Bailey one.
it
Because
wasn't
we're
even
all
it wasn't a televised match. It was on one of
so
their
all
weekend WrestleMania weekend shows that she defended it against her.
so you're telling me almost 300 something days, and those are the only people she wrestled.
Yeah.
I mean, she
Not
wrestled other people. Were those only people
But
she
not for the
defeated? She
title.
defended. Yeah, not for the title.
Like she had
right.
matches against other people, but this was her title reign. It was just
Okay,
Charlotte, Jade, and Nia Jackson. One match with Trish Stratus. That was it.
Why
so
is
history.
Ricky crawling on his ground? Man, nigga, if you don't get up, is just he been crawling for 2 minutes. Get up.
I'm not sure
Wild.
if Jade Cargill is on the list. I haven't looked at the list all the way.
She's probably like in the 30s or something.
I only got
Because
Fallon
she
up
was
here.
injured she was out for a couple months, so I
Jade
can't.
Cargill is on the list. She is number 53.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that.
Bianca is 56. So they're on
Bianca's
here,
been gone out of the ring for a minute.
which is fine. I didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah. Like that placements, I'm not matter. Um, Liv, her being so visible the first part of the year helped her out, but
Did she
What
get
number's
kicked out
Taya
again?
Valkyrie?
is
Oh, there
did
she
Trick
goes.
win?
Oh
Oh
God.
my god, he better not be so fucking mad. Ricky
What
View,
num
get up!
what number's Taya
What?
Valkyrie?
Taya Valkyrie. Let me see.
Always fucking
Taya.
do her dirty on this.
Well, Taya was like out for she don't really wrestle all like that.
They had a thing with the models, the model things. They had them together, which I thought was a great pairing for them.
Oh,
You know. Oh,
I love that.
what the fuck? I don't see Taya in this list.
Yeah, she's probably lower. I feel like she didn't really wrestle that much this year.
Mm. Oh, she's 238.
Well, hmm. Sorry guys, I don't mean to keep yawning. I'm just getting
I'm gonna be
tired.
so mad if Ricky loses. I swear to God. He been getting his ass whooped for the past 10 minutes. Get up!
Oh shit.
She's gonna crash out while we're doing this if Ricky loses.
I'm not trying to watch him. Maybe lose. All right, John Cena. I'm gonna watch Wipeout.
Damn.
She's the best.
Um. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really upset. I mean, I knew Tiffany was gonna be some bullshit, super ass high numbers, so I like made my peace with that. Once I saw that the list was out, so I
Naomi
internally made.
being number 9 though made my
I was
day.
very happy about that.
That made my
I was honestly
day.
shocked they had her that high.
They better had.
I was so and I was like, oh my gosh, she's in the top 10. That's the highest she's ever been, which I'm super happy about for her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that Naomi's number 9. I low key would switch. Okay, so I would pull Tiffany Stratton down. She would have to be above Rhea because she kept her title. Rhea did it, but I would switch Athena and Tiffany Stratton for sure.
Yeah. They stay playing
Well,
in Athena's face, and I don't like that.
Athena's still champion. She's been champion this whole
She's been
fucking
champion for like
time.
3 years.
Like, why are you not? Why is she not in the top 5? What are you talking
I
about?
feel like they never had her in the top 5.
No, no, she's always in the top
She's
10.
always like 6 or like, no, I think she might have been 5. Was it last year?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I feel like she's never, whatever number that they ever put her at is never high enough.
Mm.
I don't know why I went back to NXT because I feel like I'm gonna be upset. Actually, I don't even know. Oh, it's off now. It's the weather. Let me go check Wrestle Ops
Yeah, who won?
because they
Oh,
got a hard,
they post that shit real quick.
they got a hard out time over there.
I don't
They
see
do
it.
not play.
I'm on Wrestle Ops. I don't see it.
Oh, he must be. Sometimes they be late. Let me just look in the.
Hold on.
I don't know who won. Oh, but Femi is
Um,
back. What does that matter?
Did he come out there and beat everybody
Okay,
up
so Ricky won, but they said Obafemi came out
and beat him
and it
up?
cut.
Oh, he just came out. Yeah, I think Trick Williams is gonna be the surprise opponent on Friday.
Yeah, they said Ricky Saint spears Trick Williams through the announce table, wins the last man standing. Obafemi returns after the match. Well, I want to see Obafemi.
You changed the channel,
I
ma'am.
don't care. I got scared. I had to change it.
Mm.
Do you have it set to record or no?
I do. You know what's really mad? And I'm going to honestly get rid of YouTube TV soon because it's way too expensive and I don't need it.
Mhm.
Especially since ESPN isn't even on here right now because of that dispute.
There's a dispute.
Yeah, ESPN and Disney is not on YouTube TV because of contract negotiations.
Oh shit.
So I got really mad because again, I record because I watch the only reasons I have YouTube TV is for NXT,
Hmm.
F1, and honestly that's it. And I think there's something else I kind of watch. There's like a couple things I watch on it. I actually really like the Discovery Channel. So those are literally the only three reasons I have an HGTV. So those are literally the four reasons why I have YouTube TV is HGTV, NXT.
Mm. Okay. So PWI, you did a pretty decent
But
job
yeah,
this year.
so they don't have they don't even have ESPN on there anymore, and I found that out the hard way because I missed the Brazilian GP qualifying and I had to go watch it. Thank goodness because of WWE's dumbass, I have the ESPN app, so I had to watch it directly on ESPN. But I could also stream. But also, I kind of like how F1 is set up a little bit better on ESPN. So, like I said, after this month, I am canceling that YouTube TV.
Fair enough.
I gotta start saving money.
So listen, WWE is going to be at the back end of this conversation. And look, it is what it is. Okay. If you're a big WWE fan and you don't want to hear nobody shitting on nobody, grow up. It's high time you have conversations that are difficult. Now, TKO, Mark Shapiro is a part of TKO. He says, and I quote, this is per Fightful Select. They never seem exhausted. They're ready to take on a new shot, a new risk, new opportunity. Hey, Nick, let's talk about launching a new event. Right now, a lot of our PLEs were created by Vince McMahon, which we'll talk about that in a minute. We need to get in the business of taking that torch and moving past that. And Nick Khan and Triple H created WrestlePalooza. Mhm, which is one the launch event for our new ESPN deal, which did incredibly well and may turn into a super franchise. Not to mention, from a merch standpoint, I don't need to tell you securing the LP rights and then selling merch at WrestlePalooza. Let's just say it was a real winner. This is what Mark Shapiro was saying about WWE and then moving forward. Now, we know that Triple H announced that there will be some changes coming to WWE. But this coming from Mark Shapiro is kind of a combined effort now. You'll see that there'll be some changes. I'm going to say this. Vince McMahon didn't create all of the PLEs that we see. But if you start changing shit like the mainstays, like WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, okay? You start changing those core PLEs that built the WWE, you'll never recover from that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
dead set against you changing anything. You want to swap out PLEs. You don't want to do backlash anymore. You don't want to do payback or anything like that. That's fine. But if you're gonna come at me and say some bullshit about how WrestlePalooza was a hit, let me explain it to you in layman's terms. A hit implies that it actually was a decent show. It wasn't. You've got your own fucking people on ESPN. ESPN is sitting there like, yeah, this was a C show. This is the people that paid you $1 billion+ to put your shit on their app. And their people are like, eh, it was when the only match on the card was your women's match that carried the whole match, I expected nothing less. Honestly, I expect nothing less from somebody like Stephanie Vaquer. But that was the only match on that fucking card that got an A rating. The only one. And you're sitting your ass up here talking about how this show was successful. The name is stupid. Your own fucking people in the company said the name is stupid. CM Punk is like, what the fuck is WrestlePalooza? That's dumb. We all said it. You're talking
Uh,
about moving on from Vince McMahon for what? Y'all bought the company from him, and one of your own people, Ari Emanuel, was like, "Oh, we want to keep him on. You know, we can't get rid of him. He's the backbone of our company." Now you're gonna sit here and say we need to move on from him. We're in a new era. Is that what it is? Is that what it
uh,
is? We're in a new era. You're selling tickets that are outside the ass, and people can't even afford to come and watch the show, let alone be a part of it. You're pricing out everybody from the shows. You're pricing out everybody from the PLEs. Now you're going to shift and change the PLEs too. That makes a lot of sense. You change WrestleMania, you destroy the entire product. WrestleMania is the only other show in the world that rivals the Super Bowl. I
mm-hmm.
don't think when the new NFL commissioner come in, he gonna be like, well, I own the NFL now. I'm a part of it. I'm the number one guy now, so I'm going to change the Super Bowl to something else because it's my era. It's my era now, so I'm gonna shift it. No, no, that's not how this works. And you got ravenous fans who are already pissed with you and bald headed ass Triple H, and they mad at Nick Khan for acting a damn fool and not booking the shows right, giving us shitty storylines. You change one of these major core PLEs to something else, and that's gonna be your ass. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you.
Vince didn't even come up with half of those names.
So I just want to, let me just say my piece real quick because I'm getting tired because I do have to be up super early tomorrow morning. Pat Patterson came up with the name Royal Rumble. Howard Finkel came up with the name WrestleMania. Vince came up with Survivor Series and SummerSlam. Those four right there are the most well known pay per views, PLEs, whatever the fuck you want to call them. Even the most casual fan, people who may not have watched this shit in 15, 20, 30 years, they know what WrestleMania is. We know how big of a deal this is. It's not the fact that you are trying to replace this. It is the fact that you think this is the issue. As Tiff just said, you are pricing everybody the fuck out. People are not going to be able to buy merchandise from you guys. Maybe like you'll get like a couple springs like during like Christmas and major holidays and stuff like that. But normal people, we are watching our money right now. Because a lot of us is, if one of us goes down, we fucked right now. Like that kind of thing. This is what you're worried about instead of trying to find good talent, instead of trying to find or write good storylines where people want to watch these shows. This is the reason why I have not been watching WWE. It's because the product that I'm seeing is something I don't want to waste 3 hours of my life on a Monday, 2 hours of my life on a Saturday, 3 hours or more on a Saturday when I could be doing something else with my husband who's home or going out and doing something as a family. Like this, changing any of the names are stupid. The names that are floating around online, they're not that good. I wish people would not be like that. Also, WrestlePalooza was a name from ECW. So Hunter didn't come up with shit. It's a very obscure ECW pay-per-view from back in the day. Okay? So
When
no
they
one is.
said that he came up with that, I was like, "Are you fucking on crack?"
It was an ECW. It was one of the first pay-per-views that they
Because I
had.
was like, out of all the random ass ECW, well, ECW always had terrible pay per view names.
I like Heat Wave. I thought that one was cool.
I always forget. I always think Heatwave is WCW for some reason,
So
and they
WWE,
and NXT has Heatwave.
Yeah, they
know.
do.
So or I
That's what I'm
like
saying. Just use old ass pay per views.
I don't understand why they think this is the top priority because everyone is saying the same thing and Tiff is 100% right. That if they start changing the names of shit because now all of a sudden they want to erase the ghost of Vince McMahon. Look, Vince is not going to see heaven. We all know this. He's not going to go to the good place. Okay, this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. You have fucking jokes instead of a multi-million dollar company. You have pissed off. I hate this. I mean, I'm not trying to sound like a stand, but you have pissed off maybe one of the most loyalist fan bases that I've ever seen in my 40 years of being on this planet. WWE fans, they are hardcore, man. Like they had people will put up their houses for like a third mortgage just to go to a pay per view. And now you want to pull this shit where Royal Rumble's gonna go over to Saudi. You're having this shit and WrestleMania in Vegas again. And a lot of people are speculating online that we're probably gonna get a Mania in Saudi, which that's gonna piss a lot of people off. But then, like, you know, the point I'm just getting to is like, and I'm just saying this, and I want this flipped, okay? I don't think next year WWE is going to have a great year. Financially, I think they're going to struggle. I think it's because people are going to start realizing that if they're not happy with the product, even though we've been saying this for as long as we've been doing this show, if you're not happy with the product, save your money. Go do something else with it. Don't watch it. Because the only way that we as fans can make any point to WWE or hell, any major wrestling promotion is with our money, with our time. That's what they want the most out of us. If WWE and TKO continues to piss off their loyal fan base, not trying to talk about the casual fans because at this point the casual fan is not a factor. I know we like to say that, but in this little rant that I'm doing, it is not a factor. If you piss off some of the most loyal fan base I have seen since the NBA, the MLB, NFL, and NHL combined, you are not going to like the consequences that come from your actions. And to see it, you're kind of in the fuck around, find out phase. Especially, you're pissing a lot of people off just by, not even just being like, oh, because the product sucks. It's because you're doing a lot of bullshit and people aren't happy about it. And, I'm not going to waste my time on a company and I'm not going to waste my money because I work 40 hours a fucking week, man. I'm going to spend my money where I want to spend it. And I'm not going to spend it trying to save up money just to get one nosebleed going to a WWE event and not even knowing if the show's going to be good or not. And then if you guys don't hear from me for the rest of the show, I've probably fallen asleep. But I just wanted to say that.
And I mean, I've said this on here. I don't even think I've said this on here. I might have, or even in a live before. Like I said, I was like, unless it's somebody that I really, really, really want to see, I'm not gonna go. I'm not going to any WWE shows next year.
Mm-mm.
I recommend that you don't.
I was like, unless it's like something that I'm like, okay, I can't miss this, and it's within literally like my area or a very short driving distance, I'm not going to a WWE show. And like I said, I was like, I'm putting all my money that I would have spent to go to WWE show to go to I'm probably gonna try to go to IndyCar because it's a little bit cheaper, but I'm gonna try to do both. I'm gonna try to go to an IndyCar event because they do have like a decent amount within this area. Surprisingly, like they have like an Ohio one, they have like a Detroit one. So I think I'm gonna go to one, and I really, really, really want to go to an F1 event. I really want to go to Coda next year. Because I'm probably gonna go stay there a week so I can see hi Dora, so I can see Dora and Daisy and all them. So I'm probably gonna stay for the week. So like I said, I'm not really putting my money into that wrestling wise, but I will put money into like because again, AEW has been really consistent. If AEW's in my area, I will go to that show before I go to a WWE show, or I will give my time or energy into indie, like more indie stuff. I'm just not into it. Like, yeah, I'm still gonna watch and everything, but they don't, and like Alexa said, like we've all said before, they don't listen until their pockets start hurting. That's the only way they start paying attention. That's the only time they listen. And it's just like, I just don't like how they're running the business. I just don't like how they're doing business. I think it's just dumb. It's just so disgustingly corporate.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like what, 15 when you had them?
Like so grossly corporate. It's insane. It's like Target
Yeah.
or
It's not, and I'm
not
not,
even Walmart. Walmart has a little bit more, even though Walmart, the people who own Walmart are fucking
you're
um
shitting.
they're shitty human beings. But Walmart's trashy. But I do go to Walmart for anyone fucking wants to start some shit. If I absolutely have to. I actually have not been to Walmart in like a year.
I haven't been to
I
Walmart in
try. I
years.
really. That's like one the store. I don't really. I don't shop at Target anymore. Um,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Like that. There's just so sterile, so corporate. Like the only consistently good and unique product they have is NXT. Honestly, I
Well,
would probably go to an NXT pay per view. That's the only pay per view I would go to.
but like the biggest problem I have is like these TKO dudes don't know anything about the
They
wrestling
don't know
business.
anything about anything, and it's more frustrating also because they're fucking up two sports at the same time. They're messing up WWE, and UFC is
UFC,
horrible now.
UFC too.
UFC is bad.
You're so busy, like
It's bad. It's
resting,
really bad.
and it doesn't have to be because you're really making it out to be. You're like, oh, we did so well, we did so well. I'm like, you obviously don't understand what good and bad is. You're very confused about what good and bad is. Listen, you sold a lot of tickets, true enough, probably because AJ Lee came back, to be honest with you. And yeah, you had a lot of people watching because everybody wanted to see AJ Lee's match. A lot of people said that that match was okay. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad. It was okay. It wasn't worth the $29.99 it took to get to it to watch it. Then you had these other matches on the card. You barely got those out. And you want us to believe that you were just selling out merch. It was such a good show. And it's just like, we don't care. I don't care. If you change the core matches that got you to be at the pinnacle, the core PLEs, talking about we're moving on from Vince, there's no way to escape him. He's a part of that, your past and your present. Can he be out of the future? Yeah. Yeah, he can. But you're so busy doing that that you're fucking up everything else. And not only that, but the people who actually supported WWE in spite of the shitty things that they've done, you're making it difficult for them to support you too. And you're basically like, well, if you ain't rich, then you don't need to be watching the show. That's where you're gonna lose. Ratings are already down on SmackDown, and if y'all keep going at the rate you're going, they'll be down on Raw too. Right. And people will stop watching out of spite. I've done it before. They will do it again. Now, one more thing, Alexis, and then you can go ahead and go to bed. We'll be finished soon. West Side Gun. He's in the news because he was thrown out of a WWE event. I want to say it was Monday Night Raw. He was at. They were in New York for this particular Raw. I don't know what day. I don't remember this Raw per se, but he says it was a recent Raw he was thrown out of. He put up this post. It's long, so if you want to read it, you're more than welcome to. I personally already know what it says. He basically explains his love for WWE and how he was disappointed and how he was treated. And he felt like he's done so much, for the business. He's done so much for just WWE in general. Right. The love he gave to the company, how he really functioned around, and like he just felt like they could have treated him better than this. And he was just so disappointed in how he was treated. I'm going to play the video that he posted. And you guys, it's only 12 seconds. It wasn't a long video, but you can hear him basically, advocating for himself for getting thrown out because he paid $5,000 for a seat.
What's your name? Mark Brenner. Mark Brenner kicked me out of Monday Night Raw, my $5,000 seat. For no reason. All these people in here.
Now, to give y'all some context, West Side Gun is in trouble for copyright infringement with WWE. And unfortunately for him, he was using pictures. Please excuse my husband, he's on the phone. He was using pictures of WWE superstars Ted DiBiase and Virgil on the covers of his most recent mixtape. Because of the copyright infringement and the cease and desist, he removed it. He removed it and he put an indie wrestler on there, which you can see right now. But on Apple Music yesterday, when you clicked on the albums, you could still see Virgil and Ted DiBiase as the cover of the album. WWE got wind and they were like, no, you can't use that. You have to take that down. This is our intellectual property, which is true. So he took it down. From my understanding, that is the reasoning for WWE throwing him out. There had been no other reports done. We waited to tell this story. We looked, we checked Sean Ross Sapp because he's one of the most reliable reporters when it comes to wrestling. We checked Dave Meltzer, everybody. Nobody else had any other report to say exactly why West Side Gun was removed other than this being the reason. They sent two people down to where he was when they found out he was there, which I don't know how they knew he was there. Yeah. But okay. And they had him forcibly removed from the show.
But like the funniest shit I saw was my coworker showed me a video.
All right. So the funny thing about IP, because this actually falls into like my line of work right now, is that intellectual property can go two ways. Number one, if he's using copyrighted images from the WWE that shows Virgil and the $1 Million Man, can't get the fuck out of my way. That's a big no-no because anybody worth their salt knows how protective WWE is of their copyright material. Secondly, found this out. The families, because Virgil has passed and Ted DiBiase has his own little legal issues going on right now. Their families could come after them because they didn't ask for their permission to use their family member in that situation. I think he's a dumbass. He should have known better. You could have been using indie wrestlers. I've never even heard of this man until recently. Donnie put or somebody put something in our group chat about one of his songs and it was absolutely horrible. Or I went and listened to it and I was like, wow, this is bad. I think, if he got the cease and assist, that should have been it. He could have paid WWE lawyer fees, whatever. If that got kicked out, I want to say that's kind of low. But here's what gets me on this: wrestling fans record everything. If he was acting up, there would have to be video out there. Somebody would have to go, right?
I can't stop, man. I was like,
Sorry. Go ahead, Alexis.
No, all I'm just saying is that they have recorded people doing work, like being like worse bad behavior at wrestling shows. He got kicked out 3 minutes after Raw started. What was he doing? Because this just can't be over a cease and desist. It can't. Something in my gut's telling me there's something else that's going on.
There's been no confirmation that this was about the copyright, and there's been no confirmation that there was any other reason why he was put out. They just are alleging that that could be the possible reason because they currently have the copyright pending against him, which he did comply with what they asked. They asked him to cease and desist. He did. So there should be no bad blood between them. I think that in this situation, everybody is wrong.
Yeah.
I think that WWE
Also,
should
on
handle it better.
WWE's aspect, sorry to chime in, but I didn't want to lose this train of thought. Especially on WWE's, this is not a good look because there's already conversation. And again, this is adding more fuel to a fire about your treatment and not use of black male talent. Or just
right.
especially black male talent. There's already a conversation about that. This doesn't help, and just the optics don't look great, especially when you look at this and then you look at the celebrities that they like to prance and brag and like showcase all the time, like people like fucking nasty ass Post Malone and like Jelly Roll and like that dude that's not funny
Oh,
that they
Oh,
have who do the roasts.
yeah.
Like like it does not look good. Especially like I said, there is also, and again, when there's already discourse, whether it's true or not, I do think there's some truth to that, to be honest. At this point, I didn't for a while, but it's starting to smell a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Some starting to stink, and I don't, it just makes me feel a little bit icky.
we've had black stars coming out recently dropping names of people who treated them like absolute dog shit when they were
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah, it was Jim
So
Uh,
Ross. Jim Ross did it.
Which I don't know
yeah,
why everybody act like they were so shocked by that when I
Have
was
y'all
like, he
seen Jim Ross?
literally told Vince to hire Gail Kim at
Because
the
she
time
was
that they
Asian.
hired her because Asian porn was so
Was
popular.
popular. Yeah.
and Vince didn't even know Asian porn was a thing.
Well, he was looking at it. I mean, Jim was looking at it, so he knew.
Yeah. So that's what I'm
Yep.
saying. So that's why like the fucking barbecue sauce and the mumbling and the fucking 10-gallon hat really bamboozled a lot of you, but he's just as almost to me, I think he's just as bad as fucking Bruce is, to be honest.
He's from Oklahoma. I don't know what
Yeah,
you.
I don't know. That's why I
I don't know
was
what you
that I
expected.
think that's why I got mad because everybody acts like they were so surprised. Like, why are you surprised by this?
because
That does not I was not surprised one fucking bit.
Not at all.
I I'm like, okay, the grass is green,
Yep.
water's wet, the
Yep.
sky is blue. That's
Yep.
how I viewed that. So
No.
I didn't understand. But just to go circle back to conversation so we can wrap this up. Optics don't look great on this.
No.
And like Tiff
mm-mm.
said, everybody was wrong in this situation. I do think it's gonna be a loss because again, Gun, West Side Gun, regardless of like his music or not, he truly does love wrestling.
Yeah.
He loves wrestling. Like he literally is funny. And Fourth Rope is great.
Fourth
Like
Rope is a good show.
I went to the show in Vegas. Mind you, did I want to be up till like fucking 5 o'clock in the morning watching a wrestling show?
No.
No. Did I have fun? Yes. So it's fine. I was exhausted.
I bet you were.
I was exhausted because I was gonna try to go to NXT and then realize how early it was, and I was like, I gotta lay in this bed, especially since I was going to Mania that night, that evening anyways. So I was like, oof, I can't do all that. Um, but yeah, like I said, I think everybody was wrong. I think WWE is a little bit more wrong about it because I felt like they could have handled this a lot better. I felt like they could have just like took him to the back and been like, hey, like, blah, 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 especially after he spent all that money. That's what I don't like.
Well, he said that he spoke to somebody over there, and it's the one person that he said is causing it. So it's one person that's backstage that
That's
didn't
souring at things.
that's souring things, that's getting things mucked up. And he's like, I'm angry because this particular person got a hard on for me for some reason. My mind is telling me it's Bruce Pritchard.
I feel
I
like it
just,
has to be because no one else has that
nobody
free
else
time
has the power.
to has a power or has the time and energy to be messy like that.
It's Bruce. It's gotta be. And if I'm wrong, Lord forgive me. Y'all can come after me if y'all want to, but I think it's Bruce.
I also think it's Bruce. There's that wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, like it's all unfortunate. Like I said, the optics don't look great. It's sad because that type of I don't even know how I want to word this. Like that type of like demographic and crowd was like coming back to like wrestling. And
Yeah.
like I feel like they try to concentrate like or like try to hit like these fucking like Post Malone and like Jelly Roll like them people don't listen to that shit. I mean, people
Mm,
don't listen to West Side Gun either, but they recognize him as a fan, so
yeah.
they respect him a little bit. So they respect him more.
A lot of people and my thing is too, there was another podcast that was talking about it, and they were talking about how, hip hop really made wrestling cool, and it did. Like back in the day, especially, and then currently, like wrestlers mention Ric Flair every chance they got, and Dusty Rhodes too. And he also said that Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair got their swag from black people, which is true.
And which they will tell you.
That
Well,
is
not Dusty
absolutely
because
true.
he's dead. But
It's facts.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like Rick got at least 3 songs with his name in it.
Migos,
Booker
Migos, and
T
all
got one.
Booker T.
I don't
Like
understand a word in that song, but it's fine.
right.
Um, but that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hip hop is what makes wrestling cool. Like, and that's what they get. And then you get these fucking weirdo white boys and like these like attitude era stuck people who are like, oh
Yep.
my god, I miss this dad rock. And it's like no one listens to that shit. Like it's like yes and no, but I'm like, that's not cool. And it's not to like poo poo on that mute. Like I listen to it, but that's not like
That's
there's
not
no
what the
riz
kids is
to it.
listening to it.
There's no
No.
pizzazz, there's no riz, there's no flashiness to it, there's no bravado, like there's
And
no
you're
swag
and
to
you're
it.
trying to make it seem like everybody is like, you always got Post Malone on the camera. You
Nobody wants to
always
see his
got
ugly culture vulture ass.
you got Post Malone, Hardy, and Jelly Roll are who you prop up as your kings. You barely put any black people on the screen, and when you do, it's rare. It's like
That's why I'm saying like the optics already didn't look good. It looks way worse now. And I really don't understand who's ahead of their marketing team. I don't understand what their marketing person is doing. I don't understand what their PR person is doing, but they're neither of those departments are doing a great job.
and then too, like, and I'm not even trying to shit on West Side Gun, but like, dude, with you being in the entertainment industry and you moving the way you have to move, you should have known better than to use an image that you didn't own or clear. I'm not saying you deserve to be treated the way you treated. You definitely did not. And and I wish that WWE would have handled it better because they could have. But you also set off a chain of events that didn't have to happen had you had cleared the pictures. Like you're in if somebody took your pictures and put your pictures up on a billboard, which you did do that. You got a billboard up with their pictures on it, and you've got those same pictures being used on your album covers. And you didn't think to say, "Hey, WWE, I want to use these pictures. I'm a big wrestling fan. How much do I need to pay to clear it? Like, what do I need to do?" You just thought because it's a mixtape, you could do whatever you wanted. How? Because if it was you and they were using you, like physically using pictures of you and your group, and just using that all across their social media, using it on their pictures, using it on their album covers, put it up on a billboard. I mean, would you be okay with that? Would you have been like, well, you didn't clear it first? That's the only thing I could defend WWE on, is that they had a right to protect their copyright. Everything else, I feel like they went about the wrong way. It didn't have to go so far as to kick the man out of the show, especially when he complied with the cease and desist. If he had not complied and the pictures were still up, then I'd be like, well, like, like why didn't you comply with what they asked you to do? Why did you keep talking shit? Like if he was online going off like I'm not taking shit down, I'm gonna do what I want, then I can understand. But to kick him out over some copyrighted pictures that he took down, that seems strange to me. It lends more plausibility to what he's saying, that somebody got a hard on for him back there. And I just don't like it. It makes me sad because like I love WWE. This is what I grew up on. This is all that I know in terms of wrestling. So to have people back there who are not who don't really care about me as a fan and only cater to white people, it makes me very sad because it was kids like me watching the show that made it worthwhile in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate this for everybody. I hate it especially for West Side Gun because I may not like the man's music, but I also don't want to see him hurt over something that he literally he sounded hurt in the post that he made. And he was just like, the little kid in me is just disappointed.
And that's sad.
And I hate that for him because if that happened to me, I would feel broken. Like you like, damn, the thing that I love the most, one of the things that I love, one of the places I've always wanted to see and go to, it's like they got a vendetta against me or something.
Right.
It's just like every time you turn around, there's some shit going down, especially with black people. It makes it harder for us to believe that human beings are decent people. And you just keep browbeating us over and over and over again. It just gets to a point where you just get tired. You just get tired. My mere existence is too much for you. And I'm just done. You just get tired. So I mean, if WWE want to be on that type of time, I'll only watch the shows when I feel like it to begin with. Right now, um, I'm not gonna watch something that's not worth my time or the effort. Even if I do content creation, I'm just not gonna put forth the effort to do that. We'll see how far they go when half of the fan base is no longer watching the show. On that note, we're gonna get out of here. Alexis had to chime out because she was tired. She has to work in the morning. So does Nicole, if we're being fair. So I'm gonna let them go. Well, she's gone. Nicole's still
Yeah.
here.
I'm
So
still here, surprisingly.
yes, I'm gonna let Nicole go. We'll be back later on this week because we'll be having this conversation again with Midwest Melanin Mafia. And we talk about West Side Gun. We're going to talk about the PWI list with them. And we'll see what everybody says. Sometimes when you have more opinions, you can get a better scope of what's really going on. Plus, maybe some new info will come out by then and we'll be able to have a better conversation. Okay? We'll see y'all on Thursday. Bye.
Bye.